But roughly speaking, if you take a very broad definition of the whole ICT sector, so that's all all digital communication. So in the broadest sense, that's including conventional TV. Okay, because that's one of the things that we're now substituting for what we most people would consider to be sort of modern ICT. It's roughly speaking, it's about a third of it is TV sets and including terrestrial transmission and so on. That's about a third of it, and then about a third of it, roughly speaking, is end user devices. That's our personal computers and our smartphones and so on, and then the rest is divided. Well, cryptocurrency is maybe 5% of the total and rising. And then networks is maybe 14%, we estimated. And data centers, 2 or 3 years ago, was about 10%. But that's really rising fast now. It's rising so fast that I wouldn't be surprised if it isn't already 20% of the total footprint of ICT. But in terms of a lot of computer usage or digital technology, things like sending emails and sending texts, the big deal is the end user device. So when you send a text or an email, the big deal is that maybe let's say you're doing it on your smartphone. Well, that smartphone has got a big bit of embodied energy in it and embodied emissions. And every time you use it, you wear it out a little bit, and you bring forward the time at which you're likely to decide that you want to buy a new one. And as well as that, there's the energy that you use while you're using it, and that's actually a much bigger deal than the tiny bit of energy that's required to send a little bit of information, a text or an email through the network. And then, of course, there's the other end user device of the person who receives it, and they take time looking at it. So those are by far the biggest contributors for that kind of thing. And if you do a Google search, it's a blend between the two. But to your point on machine learning, if you start using AI on your machine with your Google search, then you push up the Google search, the carbon in the Google search by something like round about a factor of 10. I mean, obviously depends on exactly what you're doing and exactly what you're searching and all the rest of it, but it's that kind of order of magnitude.